Now then, people, good evening. Good evening? Yeah, we are in good evening. Welcome back to the Just Joe football show. Hope you're all doing well. Apologies for lateness, but lateness is greatness. Am I late? I don't know. Don't actually have a video timetable, do I, at the minute? But I've been for a walk today. I went to Rosebery Topping. I'd not long got back through the door. Went to Rosebery Topping, had a nice parmo, had some nice scone with jam cream, took the dog. He's genuinely wiped out. As you can see, that's all he's done since we've got in. He's just sleep. You can probably hear him snoring. So, yeah, it's been a long old day. Not a fresh trim, Ryan, no. Unless I did get it done the other day, unless it's the first time you're joining me for a while. Hope you're all doing well. We do have a watch-along set for 8 o'clock as well for Spain versus France. So I'm going to ask that you get your match bingo cards now ready. Links in the description. Make sure you do it. Big up Cameron. Big up L. Jam first or cream first? Oh, how did I do it? I think it was jam first. It was jam first. What's a parmo? Oh, chicken, bechamel sauce, cheese, like what you would put on top of a lasagna on top of fried chicken. Oh, it's a Teesside delicacy, to be fair, but it's beautiful with some garlic sauce. I can't lie to you, it's tip top. Big up to everyone in the chat anyway. Big up Mikey MK, everyone. Damar, Mikey MK, I haven't seen you for a bit actually. Big up Damar. Where is he? He's there. Look, on the right of the three. Smash a like and subscribe on the video. Seagulls in the background. We are in Sunderland. We are close to the beach, so yeah. I've not seen this, mate. I haven't. Oh no, I have. Yeah, they're using. Oh, it's gonna be like the blue one, innit? I swear. That's what we're gonna go through now, mate. Crazy. Birmingham doing bits, you know, we do when we've had a few. I mean, it is what it is. Daniel, the Centurion Farker, big up. You're not on there, bro. You're not a donkey. You tagged me in it. You did, bro. I remember now. Manjaro's. Oh, Kyle. Oh, Manjaro's. If you get a hot shot from Manjaro's, perfection, man. Perfection. Perfecto. Perfecto. So what I'm doing now anyway, because I've had to I've just walked through Dawn. We've been on a bit of a mad one. We're going to go through the news. I've not seen it. So we'll go through together, you know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. But we'll do that. I've had a scan through it all. Yes, Mikey, MK, big up. Let's start with this, right? I know this isn't Leeds United news, but anyone who's saying that we can't sign anyone, well, we're not going to sign anyone. If you look at this here from Newcastle, we are delighted to announce the signing of Antonio Cordera, who will join on July 1st following the expiry of his contract with Malaga. Welcome to the club, Antonio. So we can still do this, right? We can still make these signings because that's similar to what we'll tend to do, right? Can you get a Parmo in Leeds? No, man, it's a Teesside thing, man. It's Teesside. Yeah, all good, Alfie, man. Great to see you all here. So Newcastle have made a signing. So it's just one to think about. But I know it's the end of a contract, etc. But we can still sign players, as it were. Just bought my tickets for the charity match. Flying from Dubai to come. No, you're not. No, you're not. Really? Do me a favour, Kelsey. Will you take me back with you? When you come, will you take me back with you? If that's all right. That's insane. Someone is coming from Dubai. From Dubai. Let's do a shot face. We'll save that. We'll save that. I'll put that in the group. Watch this. I said put Dubai, you know. Probs can somewhere in Leeds, but won't be anything like Teesside. Bit them out. Yeah, it will be. Not great. Yeah. So yeah, as if she's coming from Dubai. That's amazing. Look, you can get Palmers in Leeds, but not. Yeah, they'll be terrible. There's a coaching advertised just trying to figure out a way to get rid of the kids in life. Love that, mate. Love that. I can come back with you, yeah? Good. Have you got enough room in the gaff? All good, yeah. Right, okay. So let's have a look at something. Leeds United hero advises pair to seek game time away from Ellen Road after promotion. Stuart Dallas has advised that Joseph and Schmidt should go. Interesting. Interesting that he's saying that. Matthew Joseph played boom, 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 boom. He was a starting number 9 for the first 8 games. Played boom, 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 boom. Dallas believes Joseph, along with Isaac Schmidt, who barely featured other than a number of late cameos, and yet made his breakthrough at senior international, need to be starting games regularly. For sure, they need to be playing football at the age as they are. I tell you, Joseph, everybody expected him to have a decent season this year, and there's a lot of quality there, but it hasn't quite worked out. For me, he needs to go somewhere and get game time. But I think the Premier League is a wholly different ballgame. For me, he's one that probably needs to go and play. There you go. That won't go down well with the Tacticos, will it? But there's your man there. Maybe loan, but we're not going to be able to loan him. He's going to have to be sold. Isaac Schmidt is one that has come in and not played a lot of football. Believe it or not, I was at the game when Northern Ireland played Switzerland. And for somebody who hadn't played a lot of football, he was brilliant. He's done all right since he's come in. But again, he's someone that wants to be playing. Do you want to be sitting on the bench in the Premier League, or do you want to be better in your career? There you go. He was speaking exclusively to the Yorkshire Evening Post at the second Rife Don't Miss Challenge. I was invited to that. That's where, I was invited to that and couldn't go. But anyway, no, he's not. He's not lying. And yeah, definitely. It's mad, isn't it? Mad. But yeah, he thinks they should go out on loan. Do you agree? Do you, or maybe not loan? Should I tell you what? We'll put a poll. Is Dallas correct? Should Joseph and Schmidt go? He's saying it from a player's perspective, isn't he? So yeah, I've put a poll in the chat. Let me see. Let me hear from you what your thoughts are on that. So yeah, congratulations, Sam. What's this? Sam Chambers. Leeds United teenager shares stage with Arsenal and England star as academy success. This then. Leeds United youngster Sam Chambers has been recognised as the club's Scholar of the Year at Premier League Awards ceremony. Not bad for Sam Chambers. Made Scholar of the Year. There you go. I'd rather Schmidt go on loan and sell Matteo. Yeah, fair enough. I think that's fine as well. Gio Rutter's been doing an interview, and heaped praise on Leeds United. Really sort of muddies Brighton a little bit at the same time as well, by saying, look, when you play for Leeds, there is big pressure to win every game, and you have to give them something back. So when I came here, I was more than ready and able to carry on that mentality. It helped me a lot, having already played for a big club and having gone there for a big fee. My first season was not great, but the second season was much better. I felt freer given my former turnaround, and I've been able to continue that way since I came here. I know I can do better. This is my first season with Brighton, my first full season in the Premier League, so I have much to learn. Every time I'm on the pitch, I'm learning about my strengths, my weaknesses, and I'm learning as much as I can. You can't make mistakes at this level because you will be punished, whereas in the Championship, you can get away with things a little bit more. You have to be more disciplined in the Premier League. The intensity is very high. It's going to be interesting, isn't it, when we welcome Rutter back? I think he'll get a very good response, right? I think he'll get a very good response from the fan base. We saw he didn't want to go, really, did he? He was in tears. So it's good. Tanaka not called up to Japan. That's what I'm talking about, because Tanaka's been rested after a grueling Championship campaign. That's very good. I wish more managers would do that, right? So they've basically said to Tanaka, no call up for you, bro. You take your time off. So our Tanaka needs that, and that's good news. The Welsh boys are in training. Obviously, they've got a game on Friday. Dan James has been monitored. I think he's got an illness. But the rest of the lads are going to play. So you've got Rodondalo, Ampadu all set to play. The matchday squad will be cut from 27 to 23, so crew may miss out. But Dan James training on his own after recovering from illness. It's been going around a little bit, hasn't it? The illness. Brendan Aronson gets a recall up to the USMNT's 26-man squad for the Gold Cup. If you remember the last one, he didn't make the squad. So that's a positive for Brendan that he's been called up. Did you see Manchester City have now signed Aït-Nouri? Again, that's a big positive for us. Wolves have lost Kuna and Aït-Nouri. Brentford are losing Mbuemo. These are the teams that we need to pull back in, you know. Also, Mike Maignan has told AC Milan, I want to go to Chelsea, so that could have a knock-on effect with the goalkeeper situation. I do believe Petrovic will go elsewhere, but it's one to keep an eye on because they have a host of goalkeepers who will no doubt want to get rid of one. Yeah. There is talk on the Getafe striker, Christensen Uche. He hits back at transfer gossip after Leeds United and Wolves rumours. You know the Sanchez thing as well. He got offered to West Ham as part of the Kudus deal, and they turned him down. So they offered West Ham a lot of players. Dewsbury Hall, I think Ukachukwu, Sanchez. So they're looking to move him on. Listen, I would take Sanchez. Come on now. He's not great, but he'd be good. This is what I mean. I think he'd be good. I can see myself on the screen. It's magic. You know, Kilgallen is a donkey. Yeah, so the agent of Getafe striker Christantus Uche has poured cold water on reports linking his client with Leeds, branding such talk as mere fiction. Claims in recent days have suggested that Leeds and Wolves and Brentford are among a handful of clubs who've registered an interest in the Nigerian, who recorded 4 goals and 7 assists in 38 matches. He said, word for word, in old Nigerian soccer, there is nothing in these stories. Uche is a happy player of Getafe and is currently in Russia, fully committed to his national team duties. We are calm. When the transfer window opens, you'll hear a lot of news. Some fiction, some gossip. It's still too early to say what the outcome can be. Even though it is a good thing for the lad, it shows he's doing something right. So he pours cold water on it now, but yeah, Jamie, yeah, it's mad, Jamie. Leeds are back to hunt for a new attacker. So Uche, maybe there's nothing in that. His agents basically come out and said it's BS. It's BS. Graham Smith did an article just 2 hours ago. Leeds United summer transfer striker search informed by unseen consideration and relegation stats. So let's have a look what this is. Is this the data? It's not in that. It's not in that. Never mind. Never mind. Nothing in that. Eddie Howe stance on Nick Pope, and it's not good news for Leeds United. I did say this, didn't I? Leeds United have been linked with a move for Newcastle's Nick Pope. Let's have a look what he said. Eddie Howe hopes to retain Pope. Pope has emerged as a top target for Leeds. What's he said? The report states that the understanding is Howe is eager to keep him at Newcastle. There is a belief inside St. James's Park that they want Pope to stay but be challenged by a top young goalkeeper. I did say this about Nick Pope. I don't think they'll get James Trafford anyway, but Eddie Howe's basically saying there he's not going anywhere. He'll be our number 2. He will play maybe in cup competitions. So that's not going to happen, is it? So we might be looking at a Ramsdale, which I can't believe people think he's a bad goalkeeper, by the way. But hey ho, I think he's going to go West Ham, and we'll watch him make worldly saves and be like, maybe we should have gone there. Now, according to the Times, folks, and they have been linked to him previously, Arsenal won Igor Paxiao. So it's emerged that Leeds, Brighton were after him. However, the Times claim Arsenal have now added Paxiao to their list of summer targets alongside Aston Villa's impressive ace Morgan Rogers. Would be a bit of a wounder, but I do feel that Igor Paxiao, if he has as many suitors as is reported, we're going to struggle anyway. So yeah, one to watch Arsenal after Paxiao. They do have Martinelli on that side, although they did get rid of Sterling. They have Trossard. They're going to get a striker. I'm not sure. Maybe. According to reports in Ireland, Leeds are looking at Dara O'Shea, which won't be a bad signing, if I'm being totally honest. Good centre-back. Let's just bring up this report. Leeds, one of 3 Premier League clubs after Dara O'Shea. Just 12 months ago, Ipswich paid West Brom a fee of 12 million. A deal that could have reached 15. But as per Sun in Ireland, those 3 million items ended with relegation. Now they say Leeds are one of 3 Premier League clubs eyeing a move for the relegated Ipswich start. Burnley and Wolves are also said to be interested in Dara O'Shea, who could now leave Ipswich. One to watch, definitely. Dara O'Shea. There was a thing as well yesterday I seen on second tier. There is a release clause for Tanganga of 1.2 million if it's from a Premier League club. Go get him. I know he's not ready to start, but you can't tell me he can't do a job at right back, at centre back, if needs must. And it's 1.2 million. But Dara O'Shea, I don't mind it, folks. It's not glamorous, but it'd improve. It'd improve the floor of the squad, if that makes sense. Got Jacob Greaves there at Ipswich as well, so that could be one we could consider. Right, okay, so this is exciting, because if it is anything like the blue Strongbow kit, then we're in for a winner. I've not seen it yet, but let's have a look.
Leeds United fan since I can remember.
Leeds United Champions League veterans play a role in retro-inspired 25-26 away kit launch. The new Leeds United away kit has proved to be a massive hit. Let's have a look. Last season, let's have a look. Leeds back in blue. Back in blue when they wear their away strip, with kit manufacturer Adidas taking inspiration from the 2001 to 2003 number that was sponsored by Strongbow One in the top flight. Oh, it's a beauty. So basically, it's going to be like, I think I've got a picture actually of me and the lads. Oh, I haven't got it anymore. I thought I had. I must have deleted it. Oh, damn. Hang on. Let me just go on my profile. So basically, it's this one, right? That one there that Luke's wearing. If it's anything like that, it's going to be a banger, because that kit is a banger. It is a banger. So if it's anything like that, which I think that's the kit in question, because when we go on Graham Smith's tweet, which, one second, shows Viduka with the top on. So I'm assuming it's going to be that one. I've got it myself, but it's an extra large boys. I've got it upstairs. She bangs the drum. Red Bull in yellow would make it a banger. Yeah, man. If it's anything like that one, it's a banger. It is a banger, honestly. They're hitting every note. But this is the thing with Adidas. They always hit the note with Arsenal gear, right? If you sell enough units, they'll do it. And they've seen with Leeds United now, they're like, yeah, they sell units, so they're going to bang. So let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I did just want to bring this up as well, because someone tagged me in this, right? So, and I think it's a good, for those who don't rate Ramsdale, right? And I understand it. I'm still pushing this agenda and it might be boring you, right? But this was when Arsenal's link to David Raya was first mentioned, right? Now, you're going to see some clown comments from non-Arsenal fans, but look what Arsenal fans had to say. What? 1 second. Would be a great, reliable backup to Ramsdale. There you go. That's Manchester United fan, of course. What? Ramsdale's thought they had the best goalkeeper. I mean, some of these might not actually fit my narrative, but winning. What happened? Why when they have Ramsdale? Great goalkeeper. Maybe this isn't gonna. I should have checked all these before, shouldn't I? Oh God, maybe it's not gonna. It's not gonna work. True, Luke. True. Yes. It's not working, is it, Tyler? Ramsdale is better than Onana. Let's not smoke crack here. Oh, God. David Ray's not going to be back up to Gabamsdale. Right, okay. This doesn't fit my narrative. Who's saying... No one's saying he's an amazing signing, but he's a great goalkeeper. I blame Jim Howson for sending me that. He's on bad books. What's this from Graham Smith? Yeah, I've seen that, bro. Quality. Backfired, it did, mate. I should have checked. Before. Shouldn't I? Should have checked that information before I actually before I brought it up live. Damn. Unlucky. This was put out on The Athletic a little bit earlier on from Baron Cross. Some of you might have missed this, but this is every Premier League's PSR situation, who can spend and who should worry. So let's have a little scroll down. Hopefully it's in sections. Most Premier League clubs should be safe from PSR trouble this month. Projected maximum pre-tax loss allowable under Premier League PSR rules. Leeds should be fine. Should be. That's not good, is it? Should be fine. Why are they in a negative? Are they in a negative equity there? What's going on here? We're at 42 million. So we're allowed to lose up to 42 million? Is that what that's saying, folks? Projected maximum pre-tax loss allowable under Premier League. Right, okay. How are Chelsea allowed to lose 300 million? What the fuck does this mean? Is that because they sold their club? How can they lose 300 million? Is that what that's telling me? Someone help me. Yeah, we can lose 42. How is that? How's that okay? How can they lose 300 million? They're good at some cooking books. Yeah. No, we can lose. Yeah, you can only lose 61, but they're saying that we should be losing 42. That's what it should show as. Not that we can. I guess as long as we don't lose more than that, we'll stay not in breach. That's mental, isn't it, bro? How can they be that much in the good books? You can understand Brighton with the crazy stuff they sell. City do City things. Their academy is amazing. I don't know about that, but this is crazy. Let's have a look anyway. I want to see what it says about Chelsea anyway. Let's have a look. Brighton, Burnley, Chelsea. PSR busting tactics that have gained plenty of headlines for good reason. So hotels, car parks, and women's teams. Yo, they're doing a madness. How is that okay that they can sell hotels, car parks, and their women's team? They've turned a rather tricky PSR position into one whereby they enjoy mammoth headroom. 300 million they've got. This is not okay that they're allowed to get. Yeah, true. And the loophole, they've not been able to close the loophole we read yesterday. Let's see what Leeds is saying anyway. Dodgy loopholes, Imagine that, we're selling car park. Yes, we can buy a player. Leeds United's returned to the top tier at the second time of asking brought thousands onto the city streets, and you suspect relief in the boardroom. The Yorkshire club spent heavily on trying to avoid relegation, and when that failed, on getting back to the Premier League as quickly as possible. In the previous 2 seasons, Leeds' pre-tax loss totaled 94.5 million, which isn't great when we consider the 22-25 PSS cycle will include 2 years of EFL loss limits. In all, they can only lose 61 million over the 3-year period and remain compliant. A 2.5 million cost of living allowance? What the fuck? Introduced by the EFL as a deduction in clubs' PSR calculations will help towards meeting that sum. Cost of living? What? It's a football club. Fellow promoted sides Burnley and Sunderland will benefit from it too. From a PSR perspective, after taking into account the relevant deductions, including the one above, we estimate Leeds could lose around 42 million for 24-25 and stay within financial rules. Usefully, as detailed in our Burnley section, promotion bonuses totaling 19.2 million won't be included in their PSR calculation, as well as the sales of Rutter, Somerville and Glenn Kamara generated around 70 million. The profit figure is lower. The recent sale of Rasmus Christensen provided further profit. The 23-24 operating loss before player sales was 76.3. A broadcast income fell last season by around about 8 million due to a reduced parachute payment. Getting the pre-tax loss down to 42 million mark, we've estimated looks a bit of a squeeze, but the Athletic understands Leeds are in the position of needing to sell before the end of June. If they do, it will be because the deal makes sense regardless of the timing. So at least now, at least we know we're not going to have to push through an Archie Gray kind of deal, are we? Chairman Parag Marathi has previously stated that Leeds have a PSR issue every year because everything we do is going to be about maximising our ability to be as competitive as we can be. They will be close to the limit this month, but should be just about fine. There you go. Everyone seems like... Because everyone's getting a fucking handle on it, aren't they? That's why. What's that Burnley one mean? Let's have a look. Burnley for a while. Because of profit, Burnley have become loss-making since December, recording a combined deficit of 64 in the past 2 accounting years. Their PSR position is subject to a couple of quirks. Not only does their accounting year finish at the end of July, but their recent bounce in between leagues means their allowable loss sits at a maximum of 61. Or it would do, but Burnley have received no equity funding in recent years. As a result, their loss limit over the next month is 15 million. At initial glance, that looks difficult mark for them to hit. Not only do the club have those 64.4 million losses, but the size of expenditure they can deduct for PSR poses is minimal compared to many. Burnley's depreciation bill was just 2.6 and this month received Category 1 academy status. Lower ranked academies cost less to run. We project Burnley need to turn a profit in their accounting year, putting the required sum at around about 20 million. That's around 48 million swing, and would need to be achieved in a season where their broadcast income was slashed on the back of relegation. Fortunately, Burnley were active sellers, generating 87.7 million. So they should just about make it. There you go. Fuck knows, man. It's a minefield, isn't it? But they might be close to the bone, though. They might be close to the bone. Is it because? Yeah, man, it's mad, isn't it, mate? Mental. Yeah. And they're getting it done before the end of June, aren't they? So we know what their game is. Well, it's all pretty quiet from the transfer perspective. Nothing crazy out there at the minute. I think we've been, what's this, Mines defender, Anthony Kashi. I think at the minute any links seem to be a bit, meh, you know what I mean? A bit dodge. If you're having to sell car parts for PSR, then yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah. Uche's agent spoke out. Player spotted doing extra sessions. Who's this? Leeds United maybe. Leonardo Njenji shares training footage in Leeds United kit ahead of August transfer. There you go. There he is. However, the club have already wrapped up a pre-agreed in Nigerian teenager Leonard Njendi signed on a pre-contract agreement ahead of his 18th birthday in August. The young defender has impressed Leeds while playing for Ikorodu City in Nigeria. And Njenji has been spending the off-season working hard to prepare for a move, sharing footage of fitness training on Instagram in which he is sporting Leeds United training gear. That's good to see, innit? We spoke about Njenji a while back, but there he is in his Leeds United training gear over in Nigeria, clearly getting ready for his move. But that'll be one for the future, of course. But maybe that's some data-led transfer stuff, maybe. Patrick Bamford makes Wrexham transfer decision. I don't even think they're after him, are they? Oh, Jamie, chill out, mate. It's been open 5 days. Patrick Bamford could be the latest Leeds player involved in a transfer target. Leeds already did. I don't think they'll go for Bamford. They'll go for someone they know they can bank on who's going to be fit. I don't know where the stories originated from. Maybe it was just pushed by fans. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure. Do you think he goes Wrexham? I'm not sure. Leeds really want Longstaff after Eddie Howe transfer him. I don't think he leaves, does he? Because he's homegrown. We said that. Nah. Eddie Howe was reportedly hinted could be sold, although it would change if Joe Willett were to depart. I don't think he gets sold because he's a homegrown, and they've got to have homegrown for Champions League. What's this? Leeds looking to sign who? Bissouma. I can't see it. I can't see Bissouma. Leeds, I'd be surprised, but it feels like we won't. Yeah, I know. But Newcastle have signed someone and said he will sign on the 1st of July. So I suppose it could happen. Wait and see. Is that true? Is it? Yeah, I think they'll keep him. And Longstaff turned down a deal in January, so he might want to stay as well. You might want to stay, mightn't you? But look, it is quite thin on the ground. It is quite low for news. But I haven't spoken about any transfer news at all today because I've been climbing mountains and that. It's been fun. It's been good. And I'm back on at 8 o'clock. Should be 7:45, but I need to set up my stream and that. But if you want to watch France versus Spain or Spain versus France, whichever way you like, join me for that. Get your match bingo cards ready and we'll chill for the evening. If anything happens, we can talk about it then. But in terms of transfer news right now, it's thin on the ground. And, you know, it's Friday tomorrow. I expect it to be even thinner because it's the weekend. Stephen says, we ain't got no dollar. We'll be scraping the barrel. Nah, we won't be, mate. We've got money. James said, it feels like we're at a level where we need to see who moves first and who becomes available. We don't get the pick of the bunch. We certainly don't. We certainly don't. I got Pacquiao's the one at the moment, innit? But listen, you'll have the scouting report to look forward to hopefully next week. So watch this space. And if you're about, join me for the watch along of France versus Spain or Spain versus France. See who will play Portugal on Sunday. Peace out, folks. Love for the love.